toward the national championship. But they run into a battle-tested team already coming off one playoff victory, trying to shock the world here today and make the semifinals. As we'll see the number 9 seed in this playoff, the Virginia Tech Hokies, taking on the top-seeded team in the playoff, the UCLA Bruins. 3A Sports College Football. I'm Chris Fowler here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. We'll see which team's going to be moving on. Kickoff team out there. We're ready to rumble for this college football playoff game. First down here for this offense. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Breaking free at the 35. Bulldozing his way through those tackles. In a big game before he goes out of bounds, the offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Boy, after all the build-up and all the hype for the playoff game, you'd love to see the offensive line take control here on this first play. Just establish an identity. Let this defense know who they're facing.
And there's the handoff. They've got him after a 7-yard gain, so 2nd and 3.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Same tailback, another carry. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Third down play for this offense. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Well, they run it right into a blitz. And that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
And wow, it's good from 59 yards away.
Boy, this guy had plenty of leg here, too. Chris, you remember the days when a kick from 50-plus was a major accomplishment? Now these guys knock these out like they're almost automatic.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. Fielded in the end zone. It's Brown. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. Now here comes the bunch formation. Here's the handoff. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Dropping back, it's Childs. Finds an open target on the left side. You get him down, but that's a nice play. Moves the ball to the 33. The Bruins come to the line in a hurry up.
Chris, how about the accuracy here by this quarterback to pick up the first down? And, man, UCLA has had some great play at quarterback. DTR, who just left recently, going back to Cade McNown, and, of course, Troy Aikman, one of the best to ever play the game.
The Bruins starting a new series here on 1st and 10.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big game.
Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half. Completion good for first down yardage for this offense. Takes the ball and heads to the left. And that run produces a decent gain.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Tight end goes in motion before the snap. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. They look to throw it here on second down. And the defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays. But the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
So now it's 3rd and short from the 23. Potential 4-down territory. Let's see what the 3rd down call is. Can he make it to the marker? They make the stop just short of the marker. It's getting 4th down and inches.
Well, they tried to grind that out for those 2 yards, and they came up just short. I'm talking inches short. You know the players are going to say, hey, Coach, let's go for it. We can make it. We can make it. It's 4th down and inches. Get behind that line and go for it.
They'll pass him the field goal attempt. The offense on the field going for it on 4th down. And the same runner's got it again. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain. And the Bruins are going to take advantage of this red zone trip. Looking for some space. It's Brown. Stop after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9. They'll run this play from the pistol formation. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
They come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Looks to the left, and it's complete. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, UCLA. So with playoff pressure, Kirk, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Like this. They're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. He steps out at the 20, tried to make something happen, but costs the offense 5 yards in field position. The guys up front lined up. It's first down. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Incomplete. Second down coming up. And he'll set up to throw. Tries to get it to the running back. He fires this throw and is intercepted. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Chris, I think I could hear him calling out blocks after that pick. Or was it the defensive coordinator next door up here in the booth? Either way, they were looking to score after coming up with that interception. The offense, if they did anything right, he was keeping them out of the end zone.
And one final play before the end of the quarter. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. The pass rush closing in. And the pass ball is incomplete on the final play of the first quarter. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins. We had a short field. The offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. That would have been a big ask from the defense there, Kurt.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
And they get set now to try the PAT. Extra point makes the lead 11. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. And the Hokies offense is back out on the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. They're going to run it here. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Important second down play coming up. Keeping it on the ground here. He's found some room at the 45. And he breaks loose down the left side. It's a foot race. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
What a touchdown. Anytime you see a play go to that many yards, everything has to come together. The offensive line did their job, the running back's vision and instincts and speed, and the play caller setting up the perfect personnel group, formation, and play call. It all came together, and they get the big score.
Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Bringing it out, it's Brown. And he's brought down at the 12. That's before field position to start the drive. And the Bruins offense back out on the field. Each offense has been clicking, scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. A pop pass on the jet sweep. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Back to throw. It's Childs. Looking for his big tight end. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air. The Bruins come up to the line to crank the tempo up here. Looking to throw it on first down. Catch made on the left side. Defense finally brings him down, but a nice chunk play. The Bruins will line up on 1st and 10.
It's a first down here by this UCLA offense. Nice timing between the quarterback and the receiver to be able to get those yards and keep the sticks moving. Good job also just feeling the defense's coverage and making a quick decision to get that ball out.
Plenty of time back there in the pocket. He's going to throw to the right. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
And the Bruins looking to cash in the red zone. Here comes a throw from the red zone. Looking to scramble. That's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
And I am so impressed with the athletic ability and speed of this defense. Quarterback does a pretty good job of keeping the play alive, scrambling off to his right, but that defensive speed and their aggressive nature get to him.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. And they tackle him, but a nice pickup on that running play. Offense facing a 3rd down now. They can still get a first down without scoring. Try and muscle for the first down. They'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, UCLA. They were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and they reach the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
They had the extra point, and the lead now is 11, 21-10. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Goes out of bounds at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And the Virginia Tech offense is back out on the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? There's the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path, just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
They're behind the sticks on 2nd and long here from the 12. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He's sacked and be brought down right at the 5-yard line. That's the 2-minute warning. Let's see if this offense can do something before the break to cut into this big lead. So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Catch is made behind the line of scrimmage. He stopped short of the marker, so it's 4th down now.
There's just nothing here for the quarterback to do other than throw it to his back and hope that he can get the yards after the catch, enough for the first down. But the defense gives some yards, but not enough for him to get to the sticks.
And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. The Hokies will bring their punt team onto the field. He's on to boot it away now. And the punt is away, and it's short. Not what they were looking for. Can they catch him? And the returner is brought down. And the Bruins offense is back out on the field. Passing game was clicking beautifully in the last drive, right down for a touchdown. Let's see if they can do it again. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. And here comes a deep shot. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Chris, we're all guilty of this. We all look at the big plays, the quarterbacks, the offense, how many points, how many yards. Sometimes we overlook the most important aspect of the game, the offensive line. You've got to do a good job consistently protecting the quarterback, and it all comes down to the offensive line. And here, they hurry the quarterback, and they blow up the play.
Testing the defense with a throw downfield. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Now the kickoff team is out on the field. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 10. Not good field position to start the drive. And the Virginia Tech offense is back out on the field. They're in a hole here before they have a chance to regroup at halftime. Let's see if they can cut into this big lead. Receiver makes the catch. Stopped short of the 25, but it's enough to move the sticks. And the Hokies come to the line in the hurry-up. First down, looking to throw the ball. Looks left and finds his target there. And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Quarterback drops back. They're going to test the secondary. And the ball to the ground. And the offense recovers the fumble.
Well, just like running backs, quarterbacks, when they decide to pull the ball down and run, they've got to protect it. He left it out away from his body exposed, and it got knocked away. He's very fortunate he had a teammate who was able to get on top of it.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. He's moving out of the pocket. On the run, going to heave it downfield.
Well, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looks to his left and makes the completion. It's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Chris, there's a lot of pressure on this offense here early in this game. They're down early, third down and long. Nice job of protecting. The last thing they want to do is have to punt this ball away. So instead, quarterback has time. Nice throw, and it's a first down.
It's incomplete. It was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
After the incompletion, QB tries it again on 2nd and 10. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up 4th down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
And he's throwing for it on 4th down. Defense is coming after him. And the ball is knocked loose. Who's got it? Defense grabs the football. It's a turnover.
Chris, I don't think he would have gotten the 1st down regardless, but a good job by this defense of knowing where the 1st down marker is and then coming in with bad intentions to create that turnover, get the ball back to their offense.
And the UCLA offense back out on the field. How aggressive will this offense be? They can get into field goal range easily, but maybe they'll take a shot at the end zone. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window.
Chris, how about the big 300-pound defensive lineman getting his paw on that football and bringing it in for an interception?
A little over 20 seconds left here in the first half. They'll come up on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And the receivers got it. They bring him down to the 45 and a solid gain to keep this drive going. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the 1st down in the process.
One play moves the ball to the 45. It'll be 1st down. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Pressure is coming. Got him. He's sacked. One more play before they head to the locker room. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Running out of time in the pocket. They can't come up with it there, and that's going to do it. Time runs out in the first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Hokies will kick this away to start the second half. Returner looking to make a play here. Coverage team brings down the returner. And the UCLA offense is back out on the field. Movement here from the tight end. First play of the 3rd quarter is a handoff. Catch made, but the defense gobbles him up for just a short gain.
Well, the defense coordinator this week, all week, telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. He moves the ball across the 20 to the 22. The Bruins hustle to the line to run the hurry up. And he's brought down, but not before he gets 1st down yardage.
Well, they continue to play good football up front. Nice run, nice conversion here, and most importantly, working with that lead, you keep working that clock. You're trying to advance to that next round of the postseason.
The Bruins lining up here on 1st and 10. They'll switch it up here, looking to throw. Receiver makes the grab. Breaking free at midfield. Worked out of bounds, but it's another big game. This offense producing chunk plays through the air.
Chris, all week they heard about how fast this guy is. The defensive coordinator told them they watched the film. They've seen this guy a lot, but I think the reality of seeing it now in person, I think it's...
Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, it's one thing to hear about how fast this receiver is in the scouting report. You look at him on film all week. The defensive coordinator tells you, get ready, this guy can run. And then the reality comes, and this guy can fly. You see it again here. Nice catch.
And the Bruins are looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Looking to throw it from the red zone. Catch made on the right side. Ball carrier tackled at the 2. A solid gain on that completion. The Bruins looking to punch it in here. It's 1st and goal. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Looking to throw it again. Launching one to the end zone. Touchdown, UCLA. To stretch the lead, the route is on. Here comes the point after attempt. And the extra point makes it a 35-10 game. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And they stop him at the 11. Not good field position to start the drive. And the Hokies offense is back out on the field. He'll hand it off. In the clear at the 25. Tackle made on the play at the 29-yard line.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? It's a run to the left. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, in his playoff game, no adjustments, go right back to giving this running back to football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Here comes a handoff. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 37.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this 3rd down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Critical 3rd down play for this offense right here.
Here we go. Double right.
They'll try to run for the first down. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Still down by double digits in the 3rd quarter. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. That gain is good enough for a first down. Ball spotted at the 42.
Just great execution here on this 4th down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the first down.
The Hokies looking to keep this drive moving. First down, looking to throw the football. Lets it fly to the wideout. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. Tackle made after a big gain.
Chris, that's a great example of his arm strength. He just fired the ball in there much quicker than the defense could even react.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. And he drops back in the gun. And he'll loft it to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Hokies.
Great job here by the play caller, going to that 5 wide receiver set. You put all these guys out in space and create one-on-one matchups. Very tough on this defense to try to win all the matchups and give the quarterback credit for being able to find where he wanted to go to be able to come up with that touchdown.
And the point after makes it a 35-17 deficit. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Fielded in the end zone. It's Brown. Tackle at the 12. The coach wishes he'd left that one in the end zone. And the UCLA offense takes the field. Passing game was so effective in the last possession, right down for a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments. Pitch play to the back. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Now it's second down here. Back to throw. It's Childs. And he lofts it toward the left sideline. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion.
Man, they're already up big in this game, and now they're taking shots downfield. They're just looking to pour it on right now. Still throwing the football in vertical.
And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Intercepted in the end zone. Look out, he's got some space. It's a big return off the INT. They steal their offensive possession.
Wow, a risky call by the offensive coordinator, playing with the lead in the playoff in the second half, throwing the football. I don't disagree with it, but now you give this defense a chance to create a turnover, and they capitalize here with the pick.
First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. And he's looking to make a big play downfield. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. Tackled after the catch, but the ball moves to the 4-yard line. The Hokies hustle to the line to run the hurry up. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Looking to the end zone. Oh, that one's picked off. And they tackle him right there, but that's a turnover.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
And the Bruins offense back out on the field. They had some good things going in the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
Dropping back, it's Childs. Quarterback escapes the pocket. He's going to pull it down and run. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
Defense does a great job of taking everything away downfield. This quarterback wanted to take a shot, but nothing is there. The only problem is they didn't account for him taking off and running, so he picks up the first down.
Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Here comes a first down pass attempt. He's escaping the pocket now. He lets it go on the move. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. What an electric play. Suddenly, they move into scoring position down to the 24. The Bruins with 1st and 10 here.
Chris, I'm kind of surprised they're still taking shots downfield. They got a big lead. We're in the 4th quarter. Run the ball. Get out of...
There's a shot toward the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone.
That's the last thing that you can afford to do. Working with the lead in the 4th quarter, I thought it'd be easy throws, high percentage throws, run the football, keep that clock moving. Now you've given your opponent a chance to get back into this game.
And the Virginia Tech offense is back out on the field. That costly red zone interception the last time out. Let's see if they can recover from that error. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there. We've reached the 2-minute warning here. This offense needing to score and then get the football back. First down here for this offense. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Chris, this offensive coordinator is going to have to adjust. We've seen hits and sacks and pressure on this quarterback all game long. They've got to find a solution to create more time for the quarterback to be able to throw the football, or maybe completely overhaul and change what they're doing on offense.
Offense facing a 2nd and 10. Defensive backs up at the line, showing press. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. The catch is made for a huge pickup. They finally get him, but it's across midfield. Big gain to the 33.
Hey, this offense isn't giving up. Yeah, we're in the 4th quarter. You're down big, but who knows? Make a big play. Try to get in the end zone. Maybe get an onside kick.
The defense showing blitz here. And he lofts it toward the sideline. He's got it right near the end zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
Man, I love this. Chris, I don't think they're going to have a chance to come all the way back. But here we are, under 2 minutes to go, and they continue to show some fight. And you know what? Who knows? Maybe you cover an onside kick and you get right back in it.
And the PAT makes the lead 11, 35-24. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And here's the return from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Bruins offense is back out on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. And they'll be smothered right at the line for no gain. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Looking to throw. It's Childs. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. And the pass is complete to the tight end. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this 1st down? Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Here's the throw deep downfield. Catch is made way down inside the 30. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins. And they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. Extra point up and good. They build the lead to 18 here in the final quarter. Now they get set to kick it away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he's brought down to the 27-yard line. Decent return. And the Virginia Tech offense is back out on the field. This has been a rough game for these guys. Not much left to do but play for pride. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Fires it to the wideout. Here's a wide-open receiver, complete. They make the tackle, but it's a big gain. Ball near midfield, spotted at the 49. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Quarterback leaves the pocket, on the move now. Using his legs here. And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
That's what I love about this guy. Just getting good positive yards here and continue to just keep this drive alive.
2nd down after that previous play. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. He's looking deep here. Catch made for a big gain, but the fans are wondering where was that earlier in this football game. The Hokies looking to use the up-tempo offense here. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Hokies. What a weapon for this offense. Quarterback who can flash the speed and finish a touchdown drive just like that.
How about being the defensive coordinator? You've got everything covered. You make the right call. And all of a sudden, this guy is so athletic and so gifted with his ability to improv, you can't contain him. You better come up with another scheme. You better put 2 or 3 defenders on this quarterback.
Bringing it out, it's Brown. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And the UCLA offense back out on the field. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Takes off in the clear. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. Inside the 20. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, UCLA.
You know, coaches love to see a football team that doesn't get caught up in the scoreboard. They're just out executing and doing what needs to be done. That's what we're seeing from this offense. Yeah, they continue to put points on the board and they're pulling away. I just love to see the execution and how they're going about their business.
And the point after is good. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Gets across the 25-yard line. They'll spot it at the 27. And the Hokies offense is back out on the field. At this point, there's not much you can do except play for pride. Bringing pressure. Just gets the pass away, but took a shot that time.
I mean, this defense is having their way with this offensive line. That poor quarterback doesn't have a chance. Every time he drops back to throw, he's getting earholed. You better make some adjustments up front to give your poor quarterback a chance.
He's running out of time here. Got him for a sack. A big play made them one of the senior leaders of this defense. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games. But you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. From Kirk Street, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.